What is going on, guys? I am BlackOpsAmazing. Welcome yourselves back to another Zombies Q&A on the channel, where we take your questions from the comment section below to do with the zombie storyline, Easter eggs, campaign, and a lot more, and we answer them. So as always, if you enjoyed the video today, make sure you drop a like rating anytime throughout the video. It's up to you guys. Make sure you also subscribe to stay up to date with the latest zombies videos. Also, click that bell notification icon as well to make sure you get an alert every time I upload. And without further ado, whenever you're ready, let's get into it. Here we go. So the first question of today from Golden YouTube says, first, love your videos, BOA, thank you for that. But also, why does Richtofen hate Dr. Monty? I get he's jealous, but there has to be more. Well, Richtofen never says throughout Zombies that he actually hates Dr. Monty. We know that Dr. Monty and Richtofen were working together. Monty told Maxis what to do, and then Maxis told Richtofen what to do. Monty was helping the premise characters, specifically Richtofen. They seem to be getting along. And as I said, Richtofen never says throughout the zombie storyline, from what I can recall from my memory anyway, Richtofen never says he actually hates Monty, but we do get that impression. You do get the feeling that Richtofen doesn't like him. And you could see why. Clearly Richtofen knew that Monty was going to kill him after Revelations, after this was all over. Richtofen knew Monty was going to kill him, and that was the reason why he collected the blood vials, so he wouldn't die and fade away. So that could be one of the reasons why Richtofen hates Monty. Like I said, he doesn't say that, but I get the feeling he does, or he doesn't particularly like him. It could be for other reasons as well. Richtofen has always wanted power to himself, specifically his older version. Even his younger version likes to do things on his own, and since Monty is a god, he does have the ability to get rid of the characters. That could be another reason. As you say, Richtofen could be jealous of Monty. We don't know, since he doesn't really express his feelings about him. But yeah, other than that, we don't really know too much about their relationship. How long have they known each other? How close were they? Clearly Richtofen knew about Monty. Monty obviously knows about Richtofen, since he's been watching over him for a very long time. But how much exactly does each of them know? I'm not too sure. So getting back to your question, trying to answer it, why does Richtofen hate Monty? Well, I would say the main reason probably is because Richtofen knew that Monty was going to kill him. He was going to betray him after all of the things he'd done, and it's probably for a few other reasons as well. The next question from Bradley01 says, BOA, does Steiner from the Black Ops 1 campaign have anything to do with the creation of the crawlers? Because he created Nova 6. That's what's inside of the crawlers. Also, he was a Nazi. So personally, I played the Black Ops campaign when it came out. What was it, 2010? So 8 years ago now. It's so hard to remember a lot of things, and I definitely don't remember the story behind Nova 6 gas and how it was made. But after doing a bit of research, we learned that Nova 6, in the campaign by the way, was a biochemical weapon developed by the Nazis. Not only them, but also the Soviet scientists as well. It was originally developed by Nazi Germany during the course of World War II by, as you say, Frederick Steiner, and was intended for use in the V2 rockets targeted at major capital cities such as Washington and Moscow. But the Nova 6 gas was later seized, refined, and used by the Soviets as a component of a grand Soviet sleeper cell plan by Dragovich, and preventing its release up onto the world was the job of Mason and the CIA in the 1960s. So that was its story for the Black Ops campaign. As you said, it was originally developed by Nazi Germany during the course of World War II. It was made by Steiner himself. He intended to use it in the V2 rockets and target major capitals, but it was later seized and redefined by the Soviets, and then it was going to be used by them in their plans, and it was Dragovich who was behind all of that. So your question was, does Steiner have anything to do with the creation of the crawlers? And I guess you could say yes, but not directly. Steiner did create Nova 6 gas. That does have a link to Zombies. We have Nova 6 in Zombies. Steiner created Nova 6. He is the one who made this gas, but he didn't directly have anything to do with the creation of the crawlers. He didn't help put it inside of them or merge Nova 6 with the crawlers or anything like that. It seems like that was all down to Group 935. They took the Nova 6 gas that was created by Nazi Germany and then combined it with these crawler things, whatever they are. We still don't really know, and that's how they were made. Anyway, moving on, the next question from Keelan McManus says, in Origins, how did the people die in the robots if the purge sequence is getting sucked out? Love your vids. So we can see people dead inside of the Origins robots. These were the people that controlled the robots. In the head, they would sit up here looking out over through the robot's eyes, and they'd be able to control them. But in Origins, as we see, these people have died. They became infected and have died from the infection. But as you say, how did they die if there's a purge sequence in the robot's head where you could just quickly escape? Well, we don't exactly know what happened in these heads when they became infected. Maybe the infection happens too quick where they just didn't have time to escape. Maybe they knew nothing about the infection until the last minute. Since these guys were trapped in the heads of the robots, it might have been difficult for them to have known what exactly was going on back down on the ground. So more than likely, before they even knew it, they had become infected and died before they even had a chance to escape. We don't know, but yes, there is a quick escape method in the heads that you can use. We use it when we go up there. You get pushed back out and then you land on the ground quickly. So they could have used that, but more than likely, like I said, they knew nothing about it until the last minute, until it was over. And to answer anyone's question who's saying, well, why are the robots still walking about if their controllers are dead? Who's controlling them? Well, we know that they can actually control themselves. They have kind of like an automated route, an automated system where they can walk about by themselves on a specific path, and that's exactly what we see them do in Origins. They keep walking in this one same path. They walk straight down the map and then it seems they go all the way around and then back straight down the map again. The next question from Julian Romero says, hey BOA, who made the Panzer Soldat? Simple question. If you haven't already checked out my full storyline video of the Panzers on my channel, definitely go and check it out. Just search Panzer Soldat on my channel and you'll see it. It should be the first or second video that pops up. But to put it in simple terms, the Panzer Soldats were made by Group 935. We see different versions, the one in Origins and also the one in Der Eisendrache, but they were made by Group 935 in Origins for different reasons. The one that we see in Der Eisendrache was made to protect them, and the one that we see in Origins was made to dig up material. We have its claw that is used to grab the material, and then a flamethrower, which I presume would be used to melt things. Doesn't really seem like the best method, but I don't know, Group 935 built him, that's just how it is. Martin Rodriguez says, hey BOA, is there a reason why Group 935 is named Group 935, and also why Element 115 is named Element 115? Love our videos. Keep up the good work. So, good question actually. Why are these things named what they are? Well, Element 115, or as it's otherwise known, Divinium. On the actual periodic table, it's called Moscovium. It was previously named Ununpentium. I've probably pronounced them really wrong. But as for why they named Element 115 Divinium, I'm not really sure. I mean, why do scientists call things? They just come up with a name and call it that, I guess. I honestly don't know. And they're also getting to why is 935 named 935. Again, we don't know. We've never been told. Maxis created this group, so he came up with this name. Why did he decide to call it Group 935? Was it a number that was close to him? I have no idea. Honestly, I don't really know. If you guys have any better guesses or theories for that, let me know in the comment section below. The next question from Jessica Gamez says, hey BOA, in Shadows of Evil, what or who is holding the sword? PS, love your videos, keep it up. So in Shadows of Evil, you can make the Apothicon swords. You have to do a few different things, and one of those steps includes getting this statue to hold an egg for you. You put the egg on the statue, and then you kill zombies next to it to collect souls inside of the egg. We aren't told what this is, but it looks like some kind of Apothicon, just the way it has tentacles everywhere. If we look all throughout Shadows of Evil, we have Apothicons, especially the one in the sky. Also, the Margwa has lots of tentacles, so this statue is probably one of an Apothicon. Whether it was built for the Apothicons to maybe worship them, or maybe this was an Apothicon in the past that got turned into stone, that one doesn't seem very likely. But this tentacle monster statue thing is of an Apothicon. Like I said, we're not told anything else about it other than that, and we use this, we get it to hold the egg so we can make the Apothicon sword. So that is all we know about the statue, but I don't believe that's what you're on about. Actually, when you upgrade the swords, part of upgrading them requires you to go to the ritual tables, and floating above them you will see this spirit of what looks like a keeper. We see he's obviously much larger than the rest of them, and we do see keepers all around Shadows of Evil, but this one is a ghost. He's a spirit, and he will actually give you the upgraded sword. You give it to him, he takes it, he upgrades it for you, and then you take it back off him and you get the upgraded version. So I believe that's what you're asking me in this question. Who is this who gives you the sword? As always, we're not given any information. We can clearly tell this is a keeper, but it's not one that's alive. So I could only assume that he was killed. How? We don't know. Maybe by the apothecans, which is why he's helping us out to get revenge on them or to stop them. I don't know, but this, what you are talking about, seems to be some giant ghost spirit keeper that existed before but has now died. Anyway guys, there we go. That is it for today's video. Hopefully you have all enjoyed. If you have, you know what to do. Drop a like rating. Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest zombies videos on the channel, and also click that bell notification icon as well. Thank you all very much for watching the video, and of course we'll see you all in the next one. Until then, goodbye.